morning and welcome to the channel. Today we're just setting off from a little car park behind us there in Wainwright, and what we're going to do is we're going to go and get a couple of Wainwrights and test out the pure clear. Yeah, watching out for the traffic, of course. We're going to test out the pure clear water filter. The eagle-eyed of you might have noticed only a little bit of water in there at the moment, and that might seem to be a bit foolish if you're testing something out, particularly since today is the longest day of the year and forecast to be over 20 degrees. But we'll be alright. Public footpath, low fell. That sounds good. Let's do that and do Fellbarrow while we're here. Okay, up through the farm gates and have that lane in front of us. Okay, here's the pure clear in its own squishy bag, and the filter fastened onto a bike top, so you can, when you fill these, drink straight out of it. But you can also use it to fill a water bottle that's only got a little bit of water in it, as you saw before. There's a little stream just over there, and what we're going to do is we're going to go over there, we're going to fill this up and then bring it back to here, and then we're going to squeeze it into that bottle and then probably fill it up again to give us an extra little reservoir of water, just to make sure everything's going to be okay on the trip. Yeah. Just on the trip, Fellbarrow is in that direction and Lower Fell is over here. We're going to do a bit of a circular route today, but it's mostly about whether or not this air filter is going to cut the mustard midsummer in England, in the Lawton Valley. So let's crack on and get that done. So we'll sit up down there, we'll fill this up, we'll fetch it back here and then show you how midges. Summer woodland midges, yeah. Right. Here we are with the water. All we'll do, make sure that top's screwed on properly, and we'll get our water bottle. Already got a little bit of water in it from this morning, but in any case, so what we need to do is we need to pull off the bike nozzle, make sure we don't lose that, and then take it into layer basically. Let's see how long it takes. Let's move that up so you can see it a bit better. So there we have it. There's another 500 millilitres or half a litre, and and we'll put the bite nozzle on there so we don't lose it. Put the top on there, and then keep on the bottle top, and then here we go. Let's try it, see what it tastes like. Tastes like nothing. Well, water. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill up this little bottle down there, but I won't put that on camera. And we'll crack on. Which side do we go? Here we are. Nice and handy as we need it. Right, let's go. Now, normally speaking, I go through that kissing gate behind there, but this morning the gate's wide open, as you can see, and it's been chained back and tied back. So I'm assuming the farmer's done that, and I'm not going to touch it. But if you guys know any different, then perhaps you can let me know. Anyway, here we go, through this gap. Turn right, and up we go, up and up. Lots of ups in fell walking. Generally speaking, just as many downs. And we have a few spies in the camp. I'll go around. You're alright, take it easy. Cool. So, just dropping down into this beck here. I find out what it's called, I'll stick it on the screen. If not, I won't. And just a quick note, if you are going to pack light on water, then it's really worthwhile making sure that you know where the streams are before you set off. And quite obviously we've got one here, and very nice it is too, look. Okay, almost there. Snip over this stile. Here we go, 1, 2, 3. And here we are. Boop. This one is a wee bit wiggly woggly, so watch what you're doing, guys. And yeah, there we go. Let's keep going, heading up there. Just as we're walking, what we've got there is we've got Whiteside Wainwright and then Whiteside Summit, and then up there is Hubgill Head. You get the chance to do that, guys, one of the best ridge walks you're ever going to do in the Lake District. Superb views from up there, and it feels quite exposing in places as well, so you get a wee bit of excitement into the bargain. Anyway, we're going to go up these little round green ones today, because you can enjoy these just as well, you know. And this is where the views open up. There's Cranbrook Water in the background, or in the bottom of the valley I might say. And over there is Low Fell. Gorgeous little day today. And not far to go now. So as we approach this stile, this is the area that we get into, which has been purchased by a let's call it rewilding project, and you can perhaps see the new shiny fence posts. So all the sheep being excluded from the area behind here, and there's a little plaque on here, so let's just see. There we go. Low Fell Nature Reserve. Land acquired by Land Plant Trees CIC. Yeah. Give them a hit up. See what you think. Anyway, let's just jump off this stile and I'll show you my little contemplation point. And you can perhaps see here where the old fence has been, well, thrown very unceremoniously, but just there is a perfect little place to look out over that for 5 minutes. And look at here, blueberries. I'm not eating them, but they're there. And look at this. Yeah, that parkland down there in the Lawton Valley, or the Vale of Lawton, I guess you should call it, technically. Right side reading above it. Grass mower. Round down, lots just coming into view there. Cranbrook Water. And sitting in amongst the long grass. Yeah, 5 minutes here for definite. So here we are, just approaching the summit of Low Fell, but we're not going to stay here, we're going to keep going to get a better view, although the views are pretty good. So earlier today we came down that path. There's Fellbarrow in front of us. We came down there along this path Through this gate, and that took us on to Low Fell. But now we're going to head this way down the ziggity zaggity bit. We're going to zig along the zags and zag along the zigs, I think, today, just to make it a bit more interesting.